Okay, this is pretty exciting. We recently talked about the Sharp X68000 Mini being hinted in a video not too long ago. All signs pointed to yes, that this company Zuiki, who's been responsible for plenty other mini devices with the development and production of things like the Mega Drive Genesis Minis, the Astro City Mini, the Egret 2 Mini, all those kind of things, among other devices, the PC Engine Mini as well, I believe. They dropped some hints at it. And even Sharp themselves, they were like, hey, I'm quietly watching. X68000 Mini under development? And they're talking about the images that were published of the keyboard and the mouse. Some people thought, oh, maybe, because they have shown other images of this keyboard or similar designs, like, oh, it's like a replica keyboard, that kind of thing. They're not doing a Mini. But, I mean, it just kind of seemed obvious when you look through their tweets and talking about reproducing the Mini, like the handle on the Mini type of thing. But now there's definitive proof because they've announced it themselves instead of these hints that I thought they were more than hints, but there were some people who were doubtful, right? Now they have announced the X68000 Z limited edition Mini. There's a little bit of information here, so let's go ahead and hit translate tweet, right? So details will be announced on October 8th, a day before my birthday. It's going to be a very nice birthday. A little surprise anyway, to get more details on this thing. And reservations will start on the same day. I would imagine Amazon Japan. And I'm hoping it's open for, pre-orders outside of Japan. But sometimes they do lock them. Sometimes they do. But then you'll have, you got those places where you can import or, order through a proxy shipping company, that kind of thing. So that kind of stuff's always an option. Play Asia is an option, but the markup usually kind of sucks. So I'm really hoping Amazon Japan has these up, reasonable price anyway, and available to ship to the US. So yeah, this is pretty cool. They will be exhibiting a mock-up at TGS 2022 at the 4Gamer booth starting tomorrow. We look forward to your visit. So I think they're just going to showcase a mock-up. I don't think they're really going to have any extra details at TGS until October 8th when they announce these details, right? I'm excited for this thing. It's pretty interesting. We do have a few little tiny details on the 4gamer.net website. So the birth of the new X68000, Mizuki's X68000 Z, will start accepting reservations on October 8th. The 4Gamer booth at TGS will hold a mock-up exhibition and post plans. So yeah, I think they're just going to have like a little unit to stare at type of thing to get some people excited, right? So they go on to state the first machine was released in 87 and in the early 90s, Sharp's X68000 series became famous as a representative of hobby PCs. Today, September 14th, which is in the future from me, it's September 13th right now, whatever, Mizuki officially announced the product X68000Z bearing its name. What does this link take you to? Let's find out. Just a press release or just another article going back to the same article? Yeah, I think that's all that was. Just taking it back to the same article, right? So they got the little post there, little QR code, I guess you can scan for whatever reason. But they go on to state, since it was hinted on June 8th, like I said, it was a lot of hints, right? Like, hey, we're hinting at it. Mizuki's official Twitter account, the new product related to the X68000 has often been a hot topic, as many people guessed from being involved in. It was a product equivalent to the Mini of that system. Although the detailed specifications have not yet been revealed, the height of the housing is 151 millimeters. I think I was trying to search to see like how big that is in inches, because I don't have that like off the top of my head. But let's see. Just about 6 inches tall. Okay. That works. So a half a foot. It's going to be right about a half a foot. It's going to be a nice tall Mini. 6 inches tall anyway. I think that's cool, man. So it's 2/5 the scale of the original. That is really cool, man. So, oh yeah, they do have articles like on the keyboard with the logo and the mouse with the same buttons and whatnot. all leading up to, you know, the little pop-up handle, all these things that were leading up to, hey, this thing is legit, it's real. It was quite obvious that's what they were doing, right? When you looked at their product history on the stuff that they've done before. So detailed product specifications, including pricing, will be announced on October 8th, and reservations at the same day. Release date is scheduled for the end of the year, so December-ish. Okay, right in time for Christmas, I guess. Chiba Prefecture, so the Tokyo Game Show is what they're talking about, from September 15th to 18th, so that starts in another day. They're going to have the body only. It's just a mock-up for reference to check the scale and precision. But here's a few more images, so there we go. Also, carry it. Please tell us your. Oh, they're going to be like, hey, give us your memories of the X68000. So that's cool that they're going to be doing all this interesting stuff going on leading up to it. You know, there's a lot of games. When you look through the list of what's been developed for this, like I can't go through everything. Yeah, there's some visual novels, some a business simulation game type of thing. But there's a lot of arcade games, a lot of shoot 'em ups. A lot of just, you know, wow, that's the second business simulation game I've seen on here. Air management. Hey, that's cool, I guess. But I'm really curious to see what makes it on the list. So we don't have, 3-4 weeks away before we get more information. That's, you know, kind of hoping that there's going to be quite a few arcade games that anybody can sit down and actually play. So a lot of times those arcade games that are Japanese versions, yeah, you know, there's not going to be a lot of Japanese in there. They're going to be playable, but stuff like visual novels or even these business simulation games or role-playing games are going to be more difficult for people who are not native, you know, Japanese speakers and readers, you know, more so reading, right? It's going to be more difficult. So, hey, you know, whatever direction they go, it's a Japanese exclusive product from the way it looks. The original Sharp X68000 was released only in Japan. So I would get it, like, but I would hope like there'd be a nice little mix so people can, you know, mess around with it. Use Google, you know, Translate on their phone if something has a little bit of text you need to read, right? But yeah, you had stuff like Alien Syndrome, a lot of shoot 'em ups, Street Fighter, Azuka 120%. That's a great game, fighting game. Atomic Robo Kid, the Castlevania arcade game. What else do we have? Battletech, first-person shooter simulation, vehicular combat, right? This is a long list. We can't go through everything, but you got stuff like the Bomberman games, Bonanza Bros. Hell yeah. Camel Try was on there. All right. That might make a comeback on this one because it was on the Taito Igra 2 Mini. We may see that on here. I would hope not, but you know, maybe it'll be on there. Columns was on there. There's a lot of stuff. Cotton, man, right? I mean, some of this stuff could be a crossover from previous, you know, minis that were released, but we'll just have to wait and see. Could sit here and speculate all day on what they'll possibly put on it, but I don't know for sure. I just know this system, you know, like we talked about in the previous video, was used for like CPS, you know, the Capcom Play System arcade machines development for that. That the architecture, the power behind these systems was similar. So you had a lot of like, you know, arcade perfect ports for the X68000. So really something cool. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be interesting. Really can't wait. Just wanted to share this with you guys. Went on a little longer than I thought, but hey, that was just an update. Thanks for watching. Bye.